Hey there. Today I have a quick video. I want to make a camera cover for my laptop here. So this is a Dell laptop and it has these really small bezels, and inside the bezel is the camera. You can get some camera covers that flip back and forth online, but I couldn't find any that were small enough to fit this bezel. So I think the best thing that I'm going to do is just create something out of wood I can slide back and forth. So let's get to it. So for my first step, I just want to measure exactly the depth that I want it to come over the bezel here. So it looks like this is going to be just about exactly 1/4 of an inch. Yeah, 1/4 inch right on the money. And so I'm just going to translate this over to the saw blade here. As you can see, I just lay this down, and once the teeth touch the bottom of the square, I know I've got the right depth. There we go. So I'm just going to use this scrap piece of cherry here. I know I want 1/4 inch of depth on it. So how tall do I want the piece to be? With the blade curve here, this scrap will be just about as wide as I want it. I can run through the center there, so the depth there is 1/4 inch. And then how much do I want it to lay over the top? Probably another 1/8 of an inch. So I'll do 3/8 inches wide, and that will be my first cut. And so now we have the 3/8 inch depth, which will cover there, which means we want that 1/4 inch kerf that we cut out of this, and then we want to know how wide should this be here for the actual kerf cut, and it looks like right around 3/16 should work. So we want to do a 3/16 cut out of in the middle of this 3/8, and so we can set that up on the blade there and cut that out and see if it fits. We've got our depth set again. And I'm just eyeballing this for center. Then we'll make our initial cut. And as we can see here, it looks like we need another 1/16 or so. So I will take another piece out of each side here and see if that works. As you can see down on this end, it's just about centered there, maybe a little bit off, but it's not going to make any difference. And then down here is where we're going to use. Does that fit? It looks like it does. So that's about exactly what we're looking for. Perfect fit. And so now for the last step, we just want to trim this down to size. And the reason we made all these cuts is we don't want to be doing these types of trim cuts with a really small piece. There's a way to do it safely, but it's much safer to make these cuts first and then cut it down to size with our sled. So we just trimmed up that rough edge there, and I can probably get actually 2 or 3 I can make out of here. Probably don't need 2 or 3, but might as well. So as you can see here, we've got our slip-on covers. I'm going to put a little finish on those and then we can test fit it on the actual computer. So the finish is fully on these, and it seems like just putting the finish on took longer than making them themselves, but all in all this was about maybe 10 minutes to make these. So let's get the computer up in my office and test them out. So here we go. We have a couple of different versions of this here. So the camera is right here. If we put this on, we can slide it over and we can slide it off easily. This other one has a slightly tighter fit. Like that. Slide it over, slide it back. So really have to decide which of these two we like the look of more, if you want more of that wood look or not, but this should really be all I need to keep that on there if I want to block my camera or not. So hopefully that's useful for someone that is looking for a camera cover for a small bevel on their laptop. I just made these out of scrap cherry, but you could make these out of just about anything as long as you have a table saw. Leave some comments in the comments section. Thanks.